The Rookie of the Year race this season has been incredibly close so far. Coming into the season, most people had Wemby as their Rookie of the Year winner, but lots of people also had Chet Holmgren, and so far, those two have lived up to expectations and been the ones battling for the top spot. Chet Holmgren has been absolutely incredible this season. He is averaging 17.1 points, 7.8 rebounds, 2.7 assists, zero point 0.7 steals, and 2.6 blocks. These are some of the best statistics a rookie has ever put up. He is a monster on offense and defense, and he is able to play with and without the ball. This actually applies to Victor too, however. On the season, Wemby is averaging 20.9 points, 10.2 rebounds, 3.4 assists, 1.3 steals, and 3.4 blocks. Yeah, Wemby has better stats in all major categories than Chet. Vic has also played 1.5 less minutes per game and still averages these incredible numbers. Playing with Shea and Jalen Williams makes it really hard for Chet to get as good of stats as Vic has though. The biggest indicator of this is that Chet's usage percentage is a whole 10% less than Wemby's is right now. This is a huge difference. For example, Victor is number 1 in usage for rookies at 30.9%. Chet Holmgren, while having better numbers than almost all the players above him, is 20th in usage at 20.9%. Victor is 8th out of all the players in the NBA in usage, compared to Chet, who is 139th. This is something that you can use in Chet's favor when comparing the two, but it could also be used against him. Yeah, he might not get the touches that Vic gets on a game-to-game basis, but that also means he has players on his team that get just as much, if not more, attention than he does, therefore making the buckets he gets easier than the buckets Wemby gets. This is part of the reason Chet has been more efficient than Vic has. Chet is shooting 54% from the field, 39.5% from 3, and 78.6% from the free throw line, which is superior compared to Victor, who is shooting 47% from the field, 33.3% from 3, and 81.5% from the free throw line. Victor being the number 1 option makes it harder for him to score than Chet, who is the second or third option depending on the night. I'm not saying this to take away from what Chet is doing, because his efficiency is absolutely incredible, but I do think if Vic had better players on his team that wanted to and could get the ball to him when they should, he would have better efficiency than he does. I think if you ask most people who they think has better stats, they will point to Victor over Chet. The biggest case Chet has over Wemby is his team's success. The Thunder are way better than the Spurs. In fact, they're 29.5 games better at the moment. Should this matter in the Rookie of the Year race? Absolutely not. The Thunder last season still had Shea and Jalen, who led them to the 10th seed at 40 and 42. So adding a rookie Chet to that, they were obviously going to be a great team. The Spurs last season, on the other hand, were absolutely terrible. Vic was drafted to a team that went 22 and 60, was the 15th seed, and was 18 games behind the Thunder. Speaking of Spurs versus Thunder, let's go ahead and look at their head-to-head matchups. They have played each other 3 times this season, and the Thunder have come out on top 2 out of the 3 times. The winner of the game doesn't matter though, because the Thunder are so much better than the Spurs, but Wemby taking even 1 game against Chet is impressive. In their first game against each other, they were both horrible. It was extremely early in the season, so we're going to speed past that first game. Their second and third games are the ones that were good. In these 2 games, Vic averaged 26 points, 12.5 rebounds, 5.5 assists, 1.5 steals, and 4.5 blocks on 51% from the field, 50% from 3, and 73% from the free throw line. Chet averaged 20 points, 8 rebounds, 4.5 assists, half a steal, and 2 blocks on 60% from the field, 37.5% from 3, and 78% from the free throw line. It's always fun to watch these two go at it, because you can tell how much they care about taking care of business and battling each other. So who should win Rookie of the Year this year? Well, in my opinion, it's going to have to be Brandon Miller. Miller is averaging 16 point... Nah, I'm just playing. I got Victor Wembanyama as my winner of this year's Rookie of the Year award. He has been unbelievable this season, and he is already looking like one of the top 30 players in the league. Either way you have it, they are both incredible young talents that, if they stay healthy, will be all-time greats.